anyways, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Before we get started today, I am going to announce the winner to our last giveaway, and the winner is Mary Chris Arias. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'll have your name listed down below. And for today's nails, we will be doing some summer vibes video, and I hope you guys enjoyed my last video. It was my first time coming back, so I made it kind of easy, but this one is still kind of easy. So anyways, it's gonna be like pink lemonade, super summery and super girly, so check it out, guys.
Are you gonna do another giveaway?
Oh yeah. I am gonna do another giveaway. Anyways, same as last time, make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, like the video, and leave a comment down below. That's how you enter to our next giveaway. So good luck, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Check it out. I'll be using these colors today, and we will be doing a pink lemonade look. So we're gonna start out with the pink first, as we usually do. When we ombre, we put the bead about 75 to 80% up where the nail is at, and then now we're gonna press and pull the product all the way down to the tip of the nail. And if you guys are starting out with your ombre, if you guys are beginners, always make your ombre a little bit on the thinner side so we can encapsulate it with clear powder later on. Okay, so now we have the pink lay. Now we're gonna go in with the first bead of yellow. Look at how beautiful this number 104 is. Well, with this color, the yellow is a little bit more not too vibrant, but vibrant enough, so I am using a 2 beads technique just so I don't overdo with the yellow. So I place my first bead, and then this is my second bead, and I'm just going to drag it all the way down, and then make sure you clean off the edges. And then we're going to go in with our number 139. This is a second nude, and you might see a little bit of marbling, just a tiny bit, but do not worry. As you press down on the powder and pull it towards the tip of the nails, that will dissolve. As you can see, now that marbling is gone. Look how pretty this nude is, and we're just gonna cut it off at the end as well, just like so. Make sure we keep the shape of the nails very nice and taper, okay? And then again, second bead, place it close to the cuticle, hold it in place for a second, clean your brush, dip it in a little bit of monomer, and then flush that into your cuticles. And now we're gonna pull the rest of the product down. And if you can't pull the product all the way down to the tip of the nails, that's fine, because we already have the first bead, so we don't need to drag the second bead all the way to the tip of the nail. And for this pinky, I'm gonna do a 3 colors ombre just to switch it up a little bit. And again, if I'm doing 3 color ombre, I will start my pink a little bit lower to about like 50% of the nail, like 45 to 50% of the nail, and then go in with your second bead at about 70 to 80% of the nail. So when you do it like that, there's more space for your colors to pop through. I hope that makes sense. Well, now we're gonna go in with the nude, and then I'm gonna ombre this nude down from the top. And as you guys can see, I switch up my angle a little bit on my recording. Do you guys like to see the recording at this angle, or my usual angle where I kind of just zoom in on one nail and really get into the detail, or you guys like this angle better? Well, leave your comments down below. And then now I'm gonna encapsulate it in crystal clear, just like that. And then I'm gonna pull it all the way down, and make sure the crystal clear, I like to keep it on the runnier side so you don't have the air bubbles, or it'll be too dry. When you pull it down, it can cause like a cloudy look to it. So make sure it's on like a little bit on the runnier side. And then now I'm just gonna clean it up. And then same goes for this one. Apply on your clear powder, and then let it kind of run down a little bit. And anytime I do 2 different colors, like opposite colors of ombre, I always encapsulate it with clear powder, just to be sure that when I go in and smooth out the top of the nails, I don't lose my ombre, the transitioning of my ombre. So I always encapsulate it just to be sure. That way when I smooth out the top and I go in and file and stuff like that, I don't have to worry that I might like create over file and then lose my ombre effect. I mean, not lose it, but like your ombre won't look like that smooth transitioning. So I always encapsulate it. And now we are gonna go in and use our favorite bits, of course, the 5-in-1 cross bit from Notpolish to pre-shape. So as you can see, I'm gonna go in and just pre-shape all the nails first before I go and smooth out the top. So I like to pre-shape the nails to make it all nice and taper first, and then we're gonna go in and smooth out the top of the nail like so. And Notpolish also has the 5-in-1 supercut. Is the same bits almost, but the supercut is a little bit more finer, and the crosscut is actually more of a medium grit. So that's the difference. And then a lot of people ask, do we need to encapsulate our Notpolish powder? The answer is no, you don't need to encapsulate it at all. You can just apply it and then smooth it out and just leave it as it is. And if you like to encapsulate it, you can also, but it does not require to encapsulate in crystal clear when you do a solid color. And what I'm doing right now, I'm just gonna smooth out the bottom of, like, get rid of any of the acrylic that might have stick to the side, on the bottom of the nail when we was applying. So make sure you clean out the bottom as well. Make sure it's nice and neat back here, okay, not just the top. I like to flip the hand over like this just to see at the different angle to make sure it's straight. And now I'm gonna go in with the XL art brush from Notpolish, and we're gonna paint on the yellow. So I'm gonna do a curve like this. Actually drawing lemons and oranges and stuff like that is very, very easy. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just painting on a yellow gel art, and then make sure you color it in. Make sure you color it in nice and neat. And I think 1 coat of the yellow is perfectly fine, so you don't have to do 2 coats, because we're gonna go in and draw on the rinds of the lemon and stuff like that. So that might be too thick if you do 2 coats. So 1 coat is good. And I'm gonna draw my little lemons right here. Very easy. It's almost like a football shape at first, like that, and then you give it a little bit of a tip, brown tip like that at the end. And then same goes with this one, same goes with that one. Give it a little bit of like that football shape, and then color it in. Once that's done, we're gonna go in and give it a nice and clean white line outline around the yellow part, just like so. Just an outline. And then we're gonna outline the other ones as well. 1 little swipe, and then 1 thin swipe right here, and I'm gonna add another tiny swipe right there, just to give it a little bit of a different look. There you go. And then we're gonna go in and outline this one as well, just like this. And then now I'm gonna draw my lines down. You know how when you draw like a pizza, make those slices in there? That's how we're gonna do it. Just do those triangle little slices, and now we're gonna go in and give it that curve, you see? So just curve it down. Give it a little curve like that, and then we're gonna curve out this corner, and then I'm just gonna add a little line, just curve out that corner, and then we're just gonna color it in and just curve out that corner like that. we don't want square corners, right? Because the lemons do not have square corners when you cut them open. So you see how that give it more of that realistic looks to it. And again, curve just like that. And now we can go in and add a yellow to the outline just like that, just to give it a little, create more, make it more real looking, right? And then cure it. And then same thing I'm gonna do, I mean not cure it, but I'm gonna start out with this one. I'm gonna start on this one right now. Same thing, we're just gonna smooth out those edges, so give it that little curve like that right there. Okay, once we're done with that, we're gonna go in and add in our tiny little thin lines like this. Just drag tiny little lines down. There you go. And then go same for this one, drag tiny little lines down. And then I'm gonna add on another tiny little yellow line right there to make it look more realistic. Once that is done, I'm gonna go in with a green and just give it a little bit of a leaf right there. So add your tiny little leaves in. Doesn't have to be perfect. And what I'm doing right now is I'm applying on the Notpolish matte top coat on all 5 fingers, or four fingers. So I'm just applying on the matte top coat right now. And when I'm done with applying all the top coat, I like to clean off the edges just like so, because I want to keep my shape nice and neat before I cure them. And once it's cured and dry and matte, I'm gonna go in with a gel polish. So I have a glittery gel polish. I'm just gonna draw a straight line right down. So what I'm doing now I'm gonna do the V just like so. I'm gonna V it in. The key to drawing a straight line is not to pick up your brush so many times, okay? Make your line and drag it all the way down. Make your line and pull it all the way down, just in one stroke. Don't try to, don't pick up your brush too many times. That will make it look a little bit choppy and not as straight. So when you guys doing a line works, make sure you keep your brush in one stroke, and just one stroke and pull it all the way down just like that. And make sure we don't cure this gel polish once we're done, okay? Because we're gonna sprinkle on the the raw glitter on top of it. So one straight line. You see how I don't pick up my brush and just go all one straight line all the way down. There you go. And then now I'm gonna sprinkle on my glitter. This is just raw glitter. This is not mixed glitter, okay guys? And then once you sprinkle it on the gel, and then we're gonna go in and cure it under the light for 30 seconds. And once it's cured, we can dust it off, and look how beautiful this looks. Look at how sparkly this glitter looks. And you can find this glitter at your craft store, like Michael's probably has it. This is an old glitter of mine, so I don't know where I would get it now. Okay, once that is done, we're gonna go in and apply on a little gems in the middle. We could have gone without it, but I just figured I'll add some gems. And what I'm using right now is the Notpolish diamond glue gel. This is a non-cleanser gel, so once it's cured, you don't need to clean it with alcohol or anything to remove the tackiness. So if the stone is big, make sure you use a big drop of the gel, and if the stone is smaller, then you can use a smaller drop of the gel. And yeah, so that way it can hold onto the stones better if you have enough gel holding it. Okay, make sure you give it a good amount of gel when you apply on your rhinestone. And then same go for the top, and then a tiny little stone for the bottom. There you go. And then I'm gonna finish it off with another stone at the end, just like this. And make sure you push the stone all in place, and make sure it's nice and neat. And then I would like to flip it around to see at a different angle to see if it's straight. And then once it's straight, then we cure it. And I'm just gonna give her a little bit of cuticle oil, because with these hands, no matter how much you try to spray the powder off, it still sticks to it. So I'm just gonna give her some cuticle oil. And this is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time.